Is Prince Rockford moving off of the other one? Yes, he is. So he is moving off of this one. Hey, Boniface, he's moving off of this one completely. Prince is moving off of this one. Heck, wait. Next. It's Home Sweet Home 6. No. So that's just done also as a home son. If you are already on top, you want to demonstrate that you have confidence in that area. We don't do a master's degree. This is a way of demonstrating the knowledge and that confidence in skills. So that for employees to someone is not experience or I've got a couple of others. There's now an articles. That one's just started.
Good morning, everyone. If you just give me a few minutes, we've got a few changes. I just got to quick fix the grid. And we have been passing around a paper. Any council members that just arrived today, please come up and see Demetrius so you can get your name signed in. And then also we are passing a paper around for our observers. If you could please sign that paper and what country you're from so we can capture that in our minutes. I just need about 5 minutes and we'll get started.
Cheap and then what
You got it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
You never know what is important.
While we were waiting, they're just telling our numbers, because you know when we have an election, we have to have a 3/4 vote. So they're telling the council members from each region. So we just need a few more minutes, and so we're just finishing up. I appreciate your patience. And while we're waiting, I just want to, we honored some of our past pioneers yesterday, and one of my mentors wasn't here yesterday, so if you guys would indulge me, I would just like Tyrone Gold to stand up. He's one of our ISRT's past presidents. Been a mentor to so many people in this room. You've really helped shape the ISRT to what we are today. I'm looking forward to hearing your keynote lecture.
Thank you.
You guys were just so efficient, got so much done yesterday that we just need a few minutes to catch up so we can do these wonderful elections. I do want to tell all the newly elected officers, we'd like to take a picture at the end of the council meeting here. And if you would please, at the closing ceremonies, sit down up front. I want you to sit down up front in the closing ceremonies in the first couple rows, because we will be honoring you as newly elected during part of the closing ceremony. So if whoever is elected in this election, if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be great. And then just stay at the end so we could get a group picture for our history. Just a few more minutes. We have a few more ballots to hand out for the European region. Your regional director will be coming around to hand you your ballot.
Want to begin? This is for your vote. Those are Okay. Okay. You can distribute Europe. Okay. Again. Okay. And the two yellows together.
Who understands? This has to understand.
Anybody here has voting rights, has no received envelope.
Can I have all the council members hold up their envelopes? We want to make sure everybody has an election ballot. Please hold up your voting ballots.
Yeah.
Okay, a few more minutes. We have a few more ballots to hand out. You can put them down. Thank you. Anybody from Asia, Australasia, that doesn't have a ballot, just raise your hand. Anybody from Europe that doesn't have a ballot, raise your hand.
So I made a mistake again to Asia and Africa. So destroy it.
Dimitri?
How many officers from the how many other
Now, would you like? Thanks. What would you like?
Okay, guys. Fun. No, just this half of them. You guys put your mic down.
She's therapist, she don't really, she don't best about the beat.
I'm able to just stay there.
You just be honest, you need to. It wasn't.
So you guys put your mic down. Put yours down.
To my myself. No, they're not. They're really not. Thank you. We have photographer today. Hi, no PDD.
Someday, your kids are looking and say, there's
I still talk about that. Crabs? I have some requests for that already. I was trying to figure out for that trip, East Coastal, I was trying to figure out how I could get there as well.
But they can't afford to run it. No, they can't run it. The shadow will collect it.
Okay, everyone. I want to one more time, all council members, we want to ensure that all council members have a right to vote and that all proxies have a right to vote. So if you are a council member and you are a proxy, hold up your envelope so we are sure that you have your voting. Everybody hold their envelopes up. And we got our proxies. Does everybody have their election ballots? It appears like we are good. Okay, you can put them down. Anybody that is missing a proxy, raise their hand. One council member can hold 2 proxies. So you will see some people with 3 envelopes because they've sent their vote with that council member. And each country council member has 1 vote. So I think we're ready to start. Thank you guys for your patience. One of the most important things we do as members of our organization is choose our next leaders. And I'm so excited to have you guys do that today. So we will move on to item 12, election of the Board of Management and Regional Coordinators. And we will begin with our national election.
Madam President, I'm missing a ballot.
Okay, thank you, Donna. Okay, let's pause for a minute so we can make sure everybody has everything. Okay, everyone, everybody check their envelopes. This is so important that you have everything you need. And everybody has their ballots. And if for some reason, it's okay, we're in the middle of elections and we get to that election and you're missing something, just raise your hand. We're human, mistakes can happen. And so we want to make sure everybody has the right to vote. So let's begin the election process. So the candidates that have been nominated by their home countries and their nominating societies are all on our grid. The CVs have been made available to all member societies via the ISRRT website in the council-only section. We will begin with the election of the Board of Management, and all societies will vote in this election. The officers elected today will begin their term at the close of the World Congress. So the elections will take place in the following order. We'll begin with President, then Treasurer, Director of Professional Practice, Director of Public Relations and Communication, and Director of Education. Before we begin our election process, we're going to check our envelopes and ensure that you have ballots for each of the positions of the Board of Management, which the election will be held. So you will see some ballots in your envelope. In the case of the Director of Professional Practice and the Director of Public Relations and Communication and Director of Education, if you have 2 candidates for the Director of Professional Practice, you'll have 1 ballot. Since we have 3 nominees for the Director of Public Relations and Communications and Director of Education, you should have 2 ballots for each of these positions. In case we don't get a clear majority, +1, we'll have a second vote. But we'll see what happens in the election. So let's begin with our election of the ISRRT president. Since we only have 1 nomination, if there is no objection from this council, Napapong will be elected by the council from general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations, we are so lucky to have him, and the ISRT is going to be in great hands under your leadership. We will move on now to the election of the ISRT treasurer. We have only 1 nomination, Lee Prasan. Since we only have 1 nomination, if there's no objection from the council, Lee Prasan will be elected by council's general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations. You've done an outstanding job as the current treasurer, and I know we will be in great hands to keep this organization fiscally responsible under your leadership. Okay, we will now move on to the ISRRT Office of Professional Practice. We have 2 candidates nominated for this office, Peter Hogg and Boniface Yale. At this time, I will ask you to cast your vote. So go ahead and take out that ballot for the Director of Professional Practice. It is very important that you only mark 1 spot. If you have a scribble on your ballot, it will be considered invalid. Mark 1 spot, and when you're done with that, our scrutineer will come around and help pick up those ballots. So when you're done voting, hold up your ballot, and she will bring the bag around to collect them. Thank you, Melissa, for helping out. Has everybody voted? Anybody that has not voted, please raise your hand. Okay, I will have the scrutineers tally the votes. Has all the proxies voted as well? Just as long as it's only 1 mark, doesn't matter how it's done, just 1 mark. Yep, just 1 mark. Yep, just so there's not 2 marks and something scribbled out. That's fine. 1 mark. Just so that
Yeah, she scared me.
I know I'm the same way. I can't check a box, but I can program our computers. That's my job. So we have to just stand at ease and wait for the results of this. I know this takes a little bit of time and it's kind of exciting. So feel free to open up the mic and give a welcome from your country as we're waiting for the scrutineers. Anybody want to go first?
Welcome from the United States, Donna Long, council member, and thank you very much for a wonderful meeting. The board has done a fabulous job. Thank you to the Thai Society. The accommodations have been fabulous. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything to say? We can use this time to visit.
Welcome from South Africa. We are really so blessed to be in this environment with all the colleagues around us, and specifically the Thai hospitality is amazing. I think I have not experienced such hospitality ever when I travel, so thank you very much and congratulations to the organizers. We really have a great time. In addition to the fact that it is hot, we sort of feel welcome in the heat as well, because we know from South Africa. And I also like to say, on behalf of my society, the president is behind me of Sorsa, that we are really fortunate to have leaders in our profession, the way we have now with the board, as well as the new leadership. We have to work hard to maintain the professional status and advance the professional status of our profession. And with such leaders, we really have a golden path forward for us. So good luck to the new president and Madam President, you all your hard work and dedication. It's great role models for us to look up to. Thank you very much. And we have a wonderful rest. I'm really looking forward to the entertainment and the dancing.
Wonderful. We're still waiting for them to count. So I just want to let everybody know any council member can talk. So anybody that would like to talk, let's go right ahead.
Good morning to all. This is Bangkok representing Society of Indian Developers for meeting. So,
At this time, it's a rule in our organization, only the council members can talk. So we have to just let the council members. So if your council member wants to speak for you, that would be great.
I'm a council member.
The seating council member.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here at the board members. I'm Suresh Male, representing India, Indian Society of Radiographers and Technologists. We have two organizations. Development is my colleague and friend. Yes, India has a diverse and vast country. India has the production of many technologies and as well as organizations. More than two organizations are there, two are representing the aerodynamic council. And in 2018, we have applied for the membership, and in 2021, we have introduced inducted to the council, and very grateful to the board and all the council members for accepting India as the member into India Banking. I couldn't attend because 2 times we have a good and cancer due to the COVID pandemic. I couldn't attend, but I'm very grateful to all of you. Yesterday I had a good interaction with all the mentors and leaders here, assembled the great missionaries and gems of our profession. There is no doubt gems of our profession from various countries and beyond the borders. Our love and affection always there. You are all welcome to India. You experience our hospitality, our cuisine, our diversity, our whatever it is. Aditi Devi, these guests are considered as the God in India. I think Napo sir has experienced last time and he has emphasized And regarding Thailand, this is the second time I attending the Bangkok and Sierra conferences. We have attended in Bali also. I'm grateful to Indonesia, my colleague and my brother, Sukhianto sir, all Asian colleagues as well as all your continents. I'm very grateful to, I'm very happy and excited to see all of you. And I'm excited and I'm looking forward to have a wonderful academic feast as well as the Thai food feast. Thank you all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for introducing both your organizations. And anybody else who have any other council members that would like to say a few words, let's go right ahead and do that.
Yes, so I will check representing Hong Kong. So this trip is quite so touching for me. So first of all, thank you, President, for organizing this council meeting. And I look forward to a very good academic conference also. And so why so touching? Because after 3 years, this is my first trip after 3 years. So usually I just every year go out 3 or 4 times at least to join different country conference. So it is so amazing to me, amazing title also. Okay. So it's amazing to this trip, and I look forward to meeting you all more frequently, and very enjoyable to talk with you and exchange study or even work of you. Thank you very much.
Anybody else would like to talk? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank the leadership. It's been experiencing the great progression from one season to another, and Madam President, you have been awesome since I knew you, and we have a very good hope to the President-elect that you know you will take us to another heights. Also, I want to thank Thai Society for great preparation of this conference. It's been awesome being here. And I want to take the opportunity to welcome you to East Africa, especially Tanzania. It's a hub of many attractions, the likes of Mombasa Beach, Zanzibar, Mount Kilimanjaro, and the Ngorongoros, all this. You are so welcome. Thank you.
Sounds like they're still telling votes, so anybody else that would like to talk, I'd love to hear from you.
Good morning. I'm from Sri Lanka. I have been representing the ISRRT. The ISRRT, the channel has been representing the Sri Lanka since 2012. So I under the leadership of first Michael Ward and then Donna Newman. So both the leaders are great, and I appreciate your dedicated work. And I have to thank for all the societies who donated the money for the Terror Support Fund. So with the Terror Support Fund, I have been able to attend most of the meetings, and especially for this time for the Japanese society for their great support. So I will continue to be a policy member, and I will do my best, the best to advocate the profession and the data. Thank you.
Well, I'm happy to congratulate Peter Hull, has been elected to the ISRRT Board of Management as the ISRRT Director of Professional Practice. We're looking forward to his service with our organization. Peter is not with us today, but we will be sure to let him know. We will move on now to the Director of Public Relations and Communications. We have 3 candidates nominated for this office: Peachy Luna, Chris Steelman, and Udapan Bathincian. Could I say that? At this time, I ask the council members to take out your vote, and if you have a proxy, to take that out and vote for one candidate. You will find 2 slips in there with the same thing. in case we have a runoff. Take one ballot out and vote with one mark. Vote for one person. And when you're ready, hold up your slip and Melissa will collect them. Has everybody voted? Has everybody cast their vote? All proxies have voted? Please raise your hand if you have not voted. Okay, we will go ahead and the scrutineers may count the votes. Well, we have a little bit more time here on our hands. Who wants to talk next? I sure love hearing about our societies, having our council members introduce themselves. It's nice to put a name with a face. We know people by first names. I have to apologize. I know everybody's face. I never forget a face. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. And so who else wants to talk to us and tell us about their society and introduce themselves as our council member? I'd sure love to hear from you.
Well, hello from Canada. We're halfway around the world from Bangkok, and it's so exciting for so many Canadians to be here and enjoying the Thai warm hospitality and the warm weather. It's much nicer than snow being here. And we're thrilled that we have our new president, join me. Can I talk about her? Or she just can't speak, right? Her name is Megan Bryden, and she's going to be doing a presentation updating people on some of the exciting initiatives that the Canadian Association is doing. So we're really thrilled that she is here. And as a council person, I'm very happy to be here as well. And thank you to all the board for your work.
Who else would like to talk to us? I want you to know that I was really nervous for this meeting, and I've been doing this for 18 years. And it's really, really fun. We are a family, and we are colleagues, and it's great to hear from people. So some of you first timers, let's hear from you. Let's say hello, introduce yourself so we can get to know each other better and hear about your society. So we can go around the room and start at one side and go around, but it would just be great. Whoever wants to talk, speak up. Stop that side. Sorry.
Hi everyone, I'm Moshe from United Arab Emirates, representing our society. This is our first experience to participate in this activity. It is really a wonderful, activity which sounds excellent. I'd like to appreciate the president, the committee members, the board members, also the hosting company. It's an excellent experience to us. Thank you very much.
Wonderful and welcome. Who else wants to talk?
I'm Fernando from Macau. Today so happy to join us again. I remember 4 years ago in Trinidad, Tobago. So we released on the island, right? 2 years ago, when we had some And thanks again, Donna, this 12 years worked so hard and have a lot of difficult with and can do very well. Thanks again. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bent Mikkelsen. I'm from the Norwegian side of the universe. Small country with a small society, about 3,000 members. I'm very happy to be in Thailand. It's the pulse of the Bangkok city is amazing. You don't know if you live passing the streets or not, but so far very good. Very nice hospitality is amazing in Thailand. Nor in my place it's about -5 degrees and snowy. So 32 degrees and sun is a bit better. I agree with the Canadians. I agree with the Canadians. So it's very amazing. Looking forward to the days ahead. And I just wish to thank the board for the work they have done during the last years. We should remember that they are doing this as on top of their usual work, what they usually do. So it's amazing work, and I think you are taking tremendous steps forwards, and appreciate the work, and thank you. And congratulations to the new president.
Yes, you know, I have to tell you, I did not know how walking across the street worked in Thailand. And my good friend Sharon just goes right out into the traffic and holds her hand up. And I'm like, what are you doing? And a motorcycle comes up on the sidewalk around us and back out on the street. And I was like, Sharon, what are you doing? You just have to walk, Donna, just walk. They'll stop for you. Mohammed, do you want to introduce yourself and talk to your wonderful society?
Hello everyone. Mohammed Abdullahi from Pakistan. I'm representing the Vaccine Association of the Canadian Technologists. This is our first time attending the council meeting since we are newly, just we have 1 year of membership. I would like to thank you all for accepting us in this council. And congratulations for our newly elected president. Thank you.
It looks like they're still tallying ballots, so we'll just keep going on down around the road.
Hi, good morning everybody. I'm Denise. I'm from the Singapore Society of Great Government, the current president. So firstly, I'd like to thank the Board of Management for all their years of hard work. So it's been kindly reminded us all of this is voluntary. So it's on top of their everyday work. So thank you very much for all of your hard work, your dedication. Really change the profession for the better. So I look forward to many more years of exciting developments under Namapong's leadership. Yeah. On a personal note, I want to say that I think the majority of us are volunteers in our respective societies and organizations. So we all put in a lot of hard work as well. So keep going. I think it's very easy for us to feel tired, I think, as volunteers on top of our daily work. But coming to these sort of conferences and gatherings where we meet like-minded individuals who are all very passionate about improving the profession, it really energizes me, and I go back and I feel like I have more energy to continue. So thank you very much. I look forward to having more frequent meetings now, right? We're going to have more meetings once every 2 years so that we can get things moving a bit faster. So thank you very much. Thank you to the Thai Society as well for their hospitality. It's only been 2 days, but it looks like it's shaping up to be an exciting week of fun and a lot of knowledge sharing. Thank you very much, everyone.
Congratulations, Yudhapan, you have been elected to the board. Looking forward to you and your new role as Director of Public Relations and Communication, and thank you for your service. We will move on to the Director of Education. Now, you will have a ballot with 3 names on it. And since Peter Hall has been elected already in a position, we only have 2 candidates for the office of Director of Education, Samar Alafara and Stephen Lacey. At this time, please vote for one of those 2 candidates. When you are done voting, hold up your ballot. Be sure to vote if you have proxies and your own vote. Has everybody voted? All proxies have voted? Okay, scrutineers, you can count the votes. We'll move on around the room. And if we want to move to the next council member to introduce themselves, if you have an interpreter with you, that's okay. They can speak for you, or you can speak whatever works for you if there's no objection from the council.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mohamed Amin from Cameroon. It's my first time to attend the meeting, and it's really an honor to meet all of you here, the board management. I'm so grateful for what you have done for the practice. We just finished the French, African French-speaking countries conference in Cameroon. It was really amazing, and I know it because of what you have been doing. Then I'm really grateful for that. For the time size he has been in Asia, but it's my first time in Thailand, so it's really an amazing experience. Hospitality of Thai people. I'm so happy and grateful for that. And meeting you all is really a great pleasure and honor. And as a very young member of representing my society, I'm really hoping to gain a lot. Congratulations to the new elected president. I really hope to work with you in the next meeting. Thank you.
Anybody else that wants to talk, go right ahead.
Hello everybody, I love Vietnam. Only say many thanks, President and Navabong and all leader. Very difficult time in COVID time in your term. I think you work hard and very good. Congratulations you and everybody. I think to remain with you. And I'm Pops, the new president in Navabong. Now you remember you now we solving COVID down and everything. I think that everything better for future. Thank you, good care everybody. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Hi everybody, I'm Benjamin from the French Association AFPTA. It's quite a pleasure for me to be here. It's my first council meeting. I hope it will be many other after. Of course, it's a lot of stress. As it's never easy to get out of your comfort zone, especially in English. As you know, French people don't like to speak English. So please apologize for all of this. I think it's a really good experience as a radiographer here, because if you want to make a profession growing, you need to learn from the others. You need to have a look further of your future. If you don't do so, you will miss the most important thing. So I'd like to thank all the ISRRT family to make this exchange possible. And I'd like to thank all the board for all the jobs that are done or will be done in the next year. So thank you for all of it. And I'd like to thank especially the Lion Society for all this organization. As I know it's not easy to organize an event like this in France, so I cannot imagine how hard it is to organize for international events. So thank you for all this amazing job.
Welcome to the family. You come to a meeting and you make some friends, and the world is very small when you get to know people. So welcome. Anybody else want to talk? Any of my board want to say anything? Feel free.
Yes. Well, on behalf of Thai Society of Radiological Technologies, so thank you so much for your appreciation to us. So, and also thank you ISRRT for giving the opportunity for our society to be a whole of this. Thank you so much. Yeah. So to organize the meeting after the pandemic is not an easy task. So we are working and try to do our best to organize this meeting, to organize the face-to-face the meeting. And so we are so excited to organize the meeting and hope that all of you will enjoy the Congress, enjoy your time. And I would say that Bangkok and Thailand is one of the best destinations after the pandemic. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything to say? I'm sure you're very happy.
My name is Ueda from Japan. First of all, thank you very much, the new one, you are successful under the COVID-19 pandemic. And I wish the new president never born. I wish you successful future. And we will do any help from Japan for ISRRT. And thank you very much for the Thailand society and everybody in Thailand people. So I'm very afraid the spicy food in Thailand, but very good for me. Thank you very much.
This is Joanne from Taiwan. Our
government have control will to the epidemic, and then we not this. Welcome to everybody to Taiwan, and we will Taiwan Society have a conference on the March in Kaohsiung. Welcome everybody to Taiwan. Thank you.
We have our results. Congratulations. Stefan Lacey, you have been elected to the ISRRT Board of Management. The ISRRT is looking forward to the Director of Education and your service to our organization. That completes our election of your Board of Management. These will be your newly elected board. We will move on now. So now we are moving to the part where we vote by region. So this part of it, we will have each region do their voting. And so we will begin with Asia, Australasia's voting, and we will begin with Asia, Australasia's election of ISRRT Vice President. We have only one candidate, Chuck Lee. Since we only have one candidate, if there's no objection from the Asian Australasian Region Council members, Chuck Lee will be elected by general consent. Any objections? Congratulations, Chuck Lee. You've done an outstanding job in your current role as Regional Director. And I know as you move to the office of Vice President, your region will be well represented on the ISRRT board. Okay, we will now move on to the regional election of the Regional Director of Asia, Australasia. We have two candidates, Edward Chan and Naoki Kodama. At this time, the Asian region will cast their vote for one candidate. When you're done voting, we will collect your votes. Has everybody voted? All Asia's voted, proxies are in? Okay, you may come forward. Well, as we wait, does anybody else have anything to say? We can stand to these and do some then.
True, Madam President. I would say a very warm welcome to all council members here present. I am Elizabeth Balogun from Nigeria, and I've represented my country since 2012 on this council. I want to thank the Board of Management of ISRRT. They've done a great job. And I lend my voice to what we all have said. The pandemic was a huge blessing to us, although we could not meet physically, but we had a lot of social media presence, and that gave me a lot of joy. That's my professional is seen worldwide. I want to thank the outgoing president, Madam Donna Lewan. She was my director at one time when she was director of professional practice, and she has shaped how I practice and learn. I also want to thank every other person outgoing, especially Stewart. Stewart is like a father, a friend, and a mentor. I want to say thank you too. For the time, well, the spicy food is home for me from Nigeria. The weather is home for me. And the motorbike, wow. I enjoy it so much. So thank you, and thank you.
Congratulations, Naoki Kodama. You have been elected to the ISRRT Board of Management as ISRRT. We will now move on to the Regional Coordinator for Professional Practice of Asia, Australasia. We only have one nomination. Suresh Mailaya from India. We have no objection from Asia, Australasian regions. We will elect by general consent. No objection. Congratulations, you have been elected. The ISRRT is looking forward to your service to our organization.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, we'll now move on to the ISRRT Regional Coordinator of Public Relations and Communications. We have 4 candidates that have been nominated for this. Mohammed Abdullahi, Joyce Tan, Utu Adi, Sasenta, and Edward Wong have been nominated. So at this time, please cast your vote. Vote for one candidate. You will have 3 ballots in there. Use one ballot and cast your vote for one candidate. Is everybody that's an observer signed the list yet?
I want to use the space that's here.
Okay. Go ahead and sign your name and your country so we can get it in our minutes.
Your name,
Has everybody voted? Okay, the scrutineers may count the votes. While we're waiting, we're going to hear about our social event for our gala. So I'm going to have one of our Thai societies, that council member, talk about our wonderful boat trip that we have for all the people that have signed up. So go ahead and tell the council members when it is and what time they should gather and what we're going to be doing.
Right, so that is one of the exciting social events for this conference. So we can have the gala dinner on Friday, so 16, gala dinner on the cruise along the Chapaya River. You will see a beautiful sightseeing, the both side of the Chapaya River. So after the meeting, all of you have to meet at the hotel lobby around 4 o'clock. Yeah. 4:30, yes, at 4:30, and then we will take the bus to the cruise. And then during the cruise, you can take a photo at this area, at the pier. Yeah. And then we have to vote. To vote. Due to all of the participants would like to join gala dinner. Yeah. So during the gala dinner, we have music band. You can join the music band, can sing a song and enjoy the authentic Thai food. Yeah, and you will, and I would like to encourage you to wear your national costume. Yeah, to represent your country, something like that. And then we have the lucky draw for the iPhone 14. Yeah, and also the another place. Yeah, that is the social event for the gala dinner on the Friday. I hope that you will enjoy the gala dinner. Just want to add on what Jessica already mentioned. We will start moving from the hotel lobby. We will have a bus for you, and then the ticket will have color codes. So which one you will go to. The dress code is smart casual. You don't need to wear suit and tie. It's going to be warm there. But on the cruise is aircon, so should be okay. And then the lucky draw, we have 2 iPhone Pro for each boat. And a lot of other things, we have tablets and stuff too. So make sure that you join us. And we also have halal food for Muslim friends on the boat, so, and vegetarian. All right, I'm looking forward to welcome you to see the city of Bangkok.
You know, traditionally we have dressed up for our gala dinner, but this year, since we'll be on the boat, feel free to wear a little bit more casual or dress up, whichever you would like. Now, according to our voting process, if no person receives a simple majority, 50% plus 1 vote cast, there will be a second vote between the 2 people that receive the highest counts. We will move to a second vote at this time. Please take out your second ballot. The following have received the 2 highest votes. So please vote for either Joyce Tan, Putu, Adi Sasanta, either one of those. Please vote for one of those 2 candidates only for the second election. And only Asians. You can, right, like that? Yeah, right, you can see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Two ballots. Yes. Has everybody voted? From Asia, Australasia. All proxies are in. Okay, the scrutineers may count the votes. So while they're doing that, I just want to talk to our council members. For some of our new council members, you may or may not know, at the opening ceremonies, one of our historic traditions in our organization is the Parade of Countries. And so, so I'm going to turn the mic over to Napa, and he's going to talk to you about, you guys as council members that are here today will need to come to the opening ceremony, and during the ceremony, you will each carry in your country's, your name, and we will have a ceremony to honor your country. So I'm going to turn it over to Napa so we can give you that information.
Thank you, Donna. So this is the ISRRT tradition. In the old days, we have a flag ceremony, but things have changed. Now we will do something different during the past congresses. So we will have someone to carry your country's name. Let's say simply your country's name. And then for Thailand, we will have a beautiful umbrella for you to carry by the beautiful ladies from Thailand. Basically, my students. Well, you can take the umbrella back home, but not mine. All right. So I think we should gather. Obviously, YouTube, can you help with this? The opening ceremony will be on the mezzanine floor, one floor up from the lobby. You just approach Gift Point about 1 o'clock, because before 1:30, because the opening ceremony will be starting at 1:30. So around 1:15, this should be enough. Just make sure that you are there so that we can arrange you in alphabetical order. So Australia will go first as usual, and then one by one. And then we will end with the ISRRT flag and TSRT, which is the whole society flag. Basically, tomorrow we will start the opening ceremony with the cultural show. We have the Royal Mountain Dance taking in first, and then we will follow with the parade of the drum that will lead each of you to the Congress Hall. All right? And then we will follow our routine. Donna will have the opening speech. We are honored to have Bangkok Governor Professor Chachak. This is the first event that we come to join, so we asked him to be co-chair of the ceremony. Basically, he will give the welcome speech on behalf of the city of Bangkok, and we will end with the Patrick convention. And we are so honored to have Tarantino, our past president, to talk about his legacy. So I'm very excited about the opening ceremony tomorrow. So please be sure that we look for you to up for all council members, and then we will just arrange you. I think one would be better. 15 minutes should be enough because we have so many people around one. I asked my staff to have country name for all the council and the proxy here. So, yeah, we can ask for some help to go in.
If anybody here that's an observer or here with another country, we want to represent all of our proxies as well. If people are willing to carry in a sign for another country, we would love for you to do that because we have some people carrying proxies. And so if you are able to do that and willing to do that, just let us know and be out there that 15 minutes early. It looks like we have several proxies around the room that we'll need to take care of. Okay, let's go back to the elections and we will come back to this. Congratulations, Joyce Tan, you have been elected the ISRRT Regional Coordinator. ISRT is looking forward to your service for this organization. We will now move on to the Regional Coordinator of Education for Asia Australasia. We have only one candidate, Kichiwat Kamwan. Since we only have one candidate, if there is no objection from Asia Australasia Council members, Kichiwat will be elected by the Council's general consent. Do we have anybody object? Okay. We've been elected ISRT Regional Coordinator for Education for Asia Australasia region. The ISRT is looking forward to your service to our organization.
Thank you.
We will now move on to the office of the ISRT Vice President, Europe, Africa. We have only one nomination, Håkan Hemley from Norway. Since we only have one candidate, if we have no objection from Europe, Africa region council members, Håkan will be elected by council's general consent. Do we have any objection? Okay, congratulations. An outstanding job as our current Vice President of Europe, Africa, and I know your region will be well represented with your voice on the ISRT board. And I have to, you are nervous when you're president, you don't do everything right, so I need to correct myself. We're still electing some of our board members, so I apologize that I said your board has been elected, we still have some board being elected. We are now going to move on to the Regional Director of Africa. We have only one nomination, Elizabeth Bullion. Since we have only one candidate, if there is no objection from the African region council members, Elizabeth Bullion will be elected council member by general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations, Elizabeth. For your voice on the ISRT board. We will now move on to the Office of ISRT Regional Coordinator Professional Practice of Africa. We only have one candidate. Mr. Nana Narcissus. Since we have one candidate, if there's no objection from the African council members, Mr. Nana is elected by the council general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations. ISRT is looking forward to your service to our organization. Okay, we will move on. Now we have a change. We actually did not have any candidates for this office, but for Regional Coordinator of Public Relations and Communications from Africa, but our council members have come forward. And we have two candidates for this office. Prince Roxon and Catherine Machuka have been nominated by the Council from Africa. So African council members, would you take up your ballot and cast your vote? I have that up there on the screen. You will have to write that in, either Prince Roxon or Catherine Machuka. I have that up on the screen. Please cast your vote. I'm hearing from my consultant CEO, please use your blank ballot. When you are done voting, hold up your ballot and we will collect them. Has everybody voted? Okay, take your time. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Perfect. Has everybody voted? one more time. Has all the proxies and everybody voted for him? Okay. Scrutineers may count the votes. While we're waiting, can I have a raise of hand of how many proxies we have in the room so we can get a list of people that will be carrying the signs in the opening ceremony? Raise your hand if you're a proxy. If you're holding more than one proxy, hold up your 2 cards or 1 card. Got it. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We need 17 volunteers to help with the procession of flags. If you are willing to do that, will you walk up and sign this paper? And I will have Elaine and Philippe stand there with the paper. If you guys would come up and sign your name on the paper, and we'll assign your country. We need 17 people to volunteer. Yeah. We're just waiting for the results.
Caesar. Okay. Oh, good. And then on the top.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you, though. Congratulations.
As we have our people sign up, I'd like to congratulate Prince Rossman. You have been elected to the ISRRT Regional Coordinator of Public Relations and Communications for Africa Region. The ISRRT is looking forward to your service with our organization. And we'll pause for a minute. We'll pause for a minute and let them finish signing up.
Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you for
Okay, we will move on to our Regional Coordinator of Education of Africa. We have one nomination, Stefan Maklova. At this time, since we only have one candidate, if there is no objection from the African region council members, Stefan Maklova is elected by the council by general consensus. Is there any objection? Congratulations, Stefan, you have been elected. The ISRRT is looking forward to your service to our organization. We will now move on to the Regional Director of Europe. We have one nomination, Tim Papadakis from Greece. Since we only have one candidate, if there is no objection from the Europe Region Council members, Tim will be elected by the Council by general consensus. Is there any objection? Congratulations, Tim. You've done an outstanding job as our current ISRRT Regional Director of Europe. I know your region will be well represented with your voice on the ISRRT board. Okay, we'll move on to the ISRRT Regional Coordinator of Professional Practice of Europe. We have only one nomination, Garth Thomas. Since we only have one candidate, if there is no objection for the European Region Council members, Garth Thomas will be elected by Council's general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations, Garth Thomas. You're elected ISRRT is looking forward to your service to our organization. Okay, we will now move on to the Regional Coordinator of Public Relations and Communications of Europe. We have one candidate, Klaus Peterson from Norway. Since we only have one candidate, if there is no objection from the European Region Council members, Klaus is elected by Council's general consent. And
He's from Denmark.
Oh, oh, yes. I'm sorry, Klaus. Okay, if there is Klaus from Denmark. Change the plan. Objection, Denmark. So no objection from the European region. Since we only have one candidate, Klaus, you were elected. ISRRT is looking forward to your contribution. We will now move on to the ISRRT Regional Coordinator of Education. We only have one candidate, Angelique Polada. Since we only have one candidate, if there's no objection from Europe Region Council members, we will elect Angelique by general consensus. Is there any objection? Okay, congratulations. ISRRT is looking forward to your services. Okay, we will now move on to our regional elections of the Americas. We will begin with our election of the ISRRT Vice President of the Americas. We have only one nomination, Elaine Crump. Since we only have one candidate, if there's no objection from the American region, council members, Elaine Crump will be elected by American council members' general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations. You guys, for your information, he asked me not to say that. You've done an outstanding job the last 8 years on the ISRRT board, and I know as you move forward into your office of ISRRT Vice President of the Americas, your region will be well represented through your voice on the ISRRT board. Okay. We'll now move on to the ISRRT Regional Director of the Americas. We have only one nomination, Donna Taylor-Lawn. Since we have only one candidate, if there's no objection from the American region council members, Donna Taylor-Lawn is elected by the council's general consent. Is there any objection? Congratulations, Donna. I know this region will be well represented through your voice on the ISRRT board. Okay, now we will now move on to regional coordinators of professional practice of the Americas. We have one nomination, Joseph Whitten. Since we only have one nomination of one candidate, if there's no objection from the American Region Council members, Joseph Whitten will be elected by the council's general consent. Is there any objection? Okay. Congratulations, Joe Whitten. You have been elected. ISRRT is looking forward to your service to our organization. We will now move on to the Regional Coordinator of Public Relations and Communications. We have only one nomination, Joe Schultz. Since we have only one candidate, if there's no objection from the American Region Council members, Joe Schultz will be elected by Council's general consent. Is there any objection? Okay. Congratulations, Joe Schultz. You've been elected ISRT. ISRT is looking forward to her service to our organization. We will now move on to the Regional Coordinator of Education of the Americas. We have two nominations, Melanie Dempsey and Marcia Smokes. At this time, I'd like the American council members to take your ballot out and cast your vote for one person. When you're done voting, pull up your cards as scrutineers will collect the ballots. Elaine, do we have 17 people on our list? Okay, we have 15 people. Will any of my board members fill in? Anybody else? We just need 2 more volunteers. And we will have enough volunteers. They just need 2 more volunteers. And okay, so if you are a council member, when you get outside that where your fund is at, actually stand in one line for the council members and let them know your country. If you are filling in and helping with the proxies, stand in another line and we'll give you a sign to represent that country. And then that way we can split them up. We'll know the council members that are doing their own countries and the people that have volunteered to help us. It's just a moving ceremony and it's just one of the most highlights that I think our organization does. I just think it's a wonderful thing to be involved in. For all you first time council members, it will be very moving for you. So, congratulations, Marcia Smokes. You've been elected ISRT Regional Coordinator. Looking forward to your service to our organization. So, we have completed our elections. We have one more order of business according to our statutes. Can I have a motion from a council member to destroy the ballots? And a second. Could I please have a motion from a council member to destroy the ballots? Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Marcia. We have a motion before us according to the ISRT guidelines for council voting procedure. If this passes, I will ask the consult CEO, Demetrius Gatchin-Barkas, and Chief Scrutineer, Dr. Sal Martino, to destroy the ballots at the close of the council meeting. Is there everybody in favor of destroying the ballots at the close of this meeting? Raise their card. Scrutineers? Okay. Yeah. Okay, it looks like we have a majority. The motion passes. So I will ask our consultant CEO and our chief scrutineer to take the ballots and destroy them. All right, let's move on to our next order of business. I think we are set for our opening ceremonies. I invite everybody to come. It's a wonderful opportunity and it will be a wonderful event. But at this time, I want to turn over the microphone to our wonderful organizers of our 2024 World Congress, and they will give you a short update about what is going on as council members. You will see some important dates up there. for when you will need to be available for the business of our organization. So I'm going to open up the mic and go right ahead.
Thank you. I'm Charlotte Ambo-Feldman, and I'm president of the Danish Council of Radiographers, and it's not in Norway, it's in Denmark. I know that it would love if you moved all your radiographers to Norway instead of Denmark. But the next World Congress will take place in Denmark, in a city called Aalborg, very, very nice city. In Denmark, everything is small. So a big city in Denmark is small. So Aalborg is the fifth biggest city in Denmark, and I can assure you that when you come to Aalborg, we will meet each other. The whole city will think of radiographers. And we will have so much fun. Some of you know that Denmark really wanted to be the host of a World Congress. So we have worked with this for 35 years almost. It feels like that. So we are ready. We could start tomorrow if you want. But we will give you something new, something old, something borrowed, and maybe something blue. Almost like a Danish wedding. So we look very much forward to see you, and short after this Congress here in Bangkok, we will announce first and second. And at the closing ceremony, we will do a little show for you, and you'll meet all the important people organizing the World Congress in 24. So stay tuned. Stay until the closing ceremony is ended, because you'll see something there.
Okay, that is all of our business except for one very important thing. Our winning bid for our 2026 World Congress. I'm so excited to announce that our winning bid for our 2024 World Congress is the United Emirates. Go ahead and write this down. The proposed dates are October 20th through the 22nd for the opening of the World Congress of 2026 in Dubai. We will have more information to come in the future, and we look forward to hosting in the Emirates. Thank you so much.
Thank you, President, and all the board committee members who are so excited to host the 2026 activity. I'm very sure that we will exceed your expectations in Dubai. You will have an excellent experience of different variety levels of attractions, well-set infrastructure, weather. Hope so that the weather will be nice also. We have different, attractions and different activities that you can do. Of course, at the scientific level, we have the well-structured infrastructure, lecture halls that accommodates huge number of people. Anyway, at its correct time, we will be giving you more details. We will propose our agenda, and I hope I'll see you all there. Thank you very much.
So I just want to announce one more time, any winning candidates that just won the election, board members and regional coordinators, please meet up front there. I would like to get a picture for historic purposes. And if there is no other business from our council. Oh, and there will be lunch. Okay, lunch will be served immediately when we are done. If there is no other business from our council members, any other business? I call this council meeting adjourned.
Can you take the flag off each shop? No, there are no flags actually. Yes,
yeah, well,
but you can collect all these flags on the table later. They will be. Just say you left it down. Already said. All the flags into the action fields. And the condition is that the winner, the next owner, take all these flags. If you want the flag of the action, the big one, at the end of the ceremony, we don't do now, I'll just talk about maybe with one flag.
Thank you.
Umbrella, team you don't have to do that. But I'm fixed for these. Next day, so we're about
All right, so I'm going to be.
Your election, moving forward a lot.
Newly elected board members, regional coordinators, come up front, please.
Are we missing any cases?
I asked them to serve lunch. You may need to wait for lunch a little bit, but the lunch will be served there.
Thank you. Oh, green tea. Yeah, very green of the green tea of the field. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's right. We want to have just one person sitting at the table and to say just one opinion. And then before to come here, you need to exercise this
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's better to discuss it later. Because I have other business.
Masih ada kopinya, Pak, mau dikasih lagi? Mau dibagi? Kasih deh. Ya.